Well, you guys, the final chapter is certainly years away from now, but I'm a Marvel Games channel. I love Marvel's Spider-Man, and for me, it's never too early to start theorizing for Marvel's Spider-Man 3. So in this video, we are going to be talking about Doc Ock and Green Goblin in Marvel's Spider-Man 3. But before I hop into the theorizing and the speculating, I just want to say if you're new to my channel and this is your first time watching a video of mine, then consider hitting that subscribe button. That is if you're into Marvel games. Alright, let's swing on into it. So I think it's pretty safe to assume that most of us knew that Doc Ock's story would not be finished within this universe once he was sent off to the raft in Marvel's Spider-Man 1. And the post-credits scene for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 pretty much confirmed that for us. Norman pays a visit to Otto in the raft in hopes of him telling him who the Spider-Men are. Norman believes that the Spider-Men are responsible for the state in which Harry is in at this point. And I just have to say, if at this point Norman hasn't been humbled yet, I don't know what will humble him. He is so desperate that he seeks out the help of an enemy. I mean, a true enemy. If you recall, Otto wanted Norman dead, so much so that he threw him off the side of his own building, which goes to show how desperate he is by asking Otto for help. Norman is clearly spiraling at this point. As we saw in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, he is frantically looking to create a cure for Harry. My first prediction is a bit of an obvious one for Marvel's Spider-Man 3, and that's that Norman is going to become Green Goblin by testing out a potential cure for Harry on himself. I just feel like this is the most likely origin for Green Goblin. Once he's transformed into the Green Goblin, he will be completely fueled by vengeance and look to take out the Spider-Man. So here's where we bring it back to the post-credit scene in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. It's clear to me that Otto is going to have a pretty significant role in this game. You wouldn't want to give him that epic final chapter line only for him to just be a guy with information that Norman is looking for. The question is, will Norman and Otto be able to let bygones be bygones and work together in this game? Will this turn into an enemy of an enemy is my friend situation? You have to think that before Norman betrayed Otto, these guys were literally like best friends. They were business partners. Is that something that could possibly be rekindled, especially when they have a common goal? I don't know. Let's be honest. It's not very likely that Otto is getting out of the raft without the help of Norman. He isn't likely going to have the resources that he needs to get back to being his Doc Ock self without Norman by his side providing those resources. So I think it's very likely that they do find a way to work together in this game, or at least for a portion of the game. I don't know, I think it'd be pretty epic to be fighting against both Doc Ock and Green Goblin in this game. As Peter Parker, I would just love to see that, but I wouldn't be surprised if Otto were to turn to the good at some point in time in this game just to give him a bit of a redemption arc, because he really was an awesome dude for Peter Parker earlier on. Maybe he ends up sacrificing himself for Peter at some point in time just to kind of complete that redemption arc. I think no matter what, they will have to give us some sort of emotional and satisfying conclusion to that friendship between Peter and Otto. But I really do think that Otto and Norman will work together at some point in this game in some sort of capacity, and I do hope we get an epic fight between Peter and those two characters. I'm not sure where Miles plays a role in this game just yet. I haven't really kind of theorized on that so much at this time, but I definitely want to kind of start coming up with theories and figuring out roles for all of these characters within Marvel Spider-Man 2 in the future. We still have Cindy Moon that we need to get to at some point as well. But people have asked me if there's a chance that there could be another Sinister Six in the third game, and to be honest, I just don't think that seems very likely for two reasons. First off, it's already been done before, and second off, pretty much all of Peter's villains are freaking killed off by Kraven. Which honestly, rest in peace, shocker, Herman did not deserve to die. But yeah, I'm sure I'm going to expand so much more on where I see these characters fitting into Marvel's Spider-Man 3. That's really it for this video though. I just want to kind of discuss what the expectations for Green Goblin and Doc Ock were going to be in Marvel's Spider-Man 3. Just to summarize it, I definitely think that these characters are going to come together, and it is going to make for an epic fight between Peter and these two characters. I definitely think so. There will be plenty of time to do some more serious speculating and theorizing because, like I said, Marvel's Spider-Man 3 is probably years away from now. But I would love to hear what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I really appreciate you guys watching as always, and as always, I will catch you guys on the next video.